One of the tasks undertaken by the Kalundborg Utility Company is to channel wastewater and rainwater and purify it for the municipality of Kalundborg. The wastewater must be purified as well as can be before it is channeled out into the Jammerland Bay. The first wastewater treatment plant in Kalundborg once used only mechanical purification. It was done by leading the wastewater from the treatment plant through some grids of different dimensions. Back then, a large part of the waste was removed before the wastewater was led directly into the fjord of Kalundborg. Today we say, though it is a little exaggerated, that the first mechanical wastewater treatment plants, by and large, only discarded bottles, bicycles, and other large items. A massive development has taken place within the purification of wastewater, and it is possible to see elements of this development in the ocean, where divers inspect the discharge regularly. The oldest video recordings we have are from 1987. At that time, they only used mechanical purification. Not much could live in the nutrient-rich wastewater. As you can clearly see, there is not a lot of macroalgae, or seaweed as it is called, and you can hardly see any fish or bottom feeders. There are a few sticklebacks, and they can manage in almost any environment. The purification of wastewater improved significantly in 1990, when biological purification was introduced. Wastewater contains large amounts of organic material in the form of feces, food scraps, soap, and phosphates from, for example, washing powder. By storing wastewater in large tanks where the water is kept in constant movement, thereby adding oxygen to the wastewater, bacteria and microorganisms can break down the organic matter. After the introduction of biological purification, the improvements quickly became evident in the ocean. Many different types of seaweed began growing on the pipes, and that is a good sign. Bottom feeders such as snails, mussels, and crabs also began showing up, as well as did fish, and even eelgrass started growing close to the pipe openings again. In 2002, the Kalundborg Utility Company began using an ozone facility. It breaks down the organic compounds which are otherwise difficult to process. On video recordings from 2006 and 2013, the progress is obvious. Different types of thread algae grow on the pipes, and there is a rich array of different bottom feeders, such as snails, mussels, and a lot of fry. Here you see a gold cine wrasse by the outlet. You can also see both starfish, crabs, and many mussels. The wastewater coming from the pipes looks cloudy. This is because of a chemical reaction that happens when the wastewater, which is fresh water, mixes with the salt water from the sea. When water with different temperatures or salt content meet, it will settle in layers. But here, where the wastewater, which is made up of fresh water, mixes with the salt water from the sea, a flickering occurs in the water. The Kalundborg Central Purification Facility is one of the most advanced wastewater treatment plants in Northern Europe, and we are constantly working to provide the best possible purification of wastewater for the benefit of the environment.